Hey guys, it's me, The Stone. If you're on the Discord who have already seen an episode and already know who Ark is and what he's doing, and read the title, jump to the time screen on your screen right now. If you have absolutely no idea what's going on, stay here a little bit longer. Hey, it's me again, to do a series on the channel called Ark's Testing Lounge. Now if you don't know, there is this Mario Kart Wii user called Arcintel, and he's been slowly creating a mod for Mario Kart Wii called Mario Kart Wii 6.5, where in his own words,
Mario Kart Wii is not a balanced game. Seriously, whose grand idea was it to have the Flame Runner, a feature-rich, capable speed machine, put in the same game as a vehicle like the Baby Booster? The world may never know.
Yeah, he posts those tweaked vehicles in his Discord server and lets the members test them out, and if we're lucky, we can even play with them in fun rooms and stuff. Now, he only really gets the responses from those members that actually play with them, and since I live in Australia and he usually posts them out like 3 AM, I don't really get to, play with them and give my response. But I still test them out and I still have thoughts on it that I just want to get out to the people and just want to just share with everybody. So with this series, I'll be playing them and you're just giving my thoughts, just all general. Now, if I would need to test this, I need to have some baselines. Firstly, I'm going to be testing this out on Daisy Circuit because 1, I like that track, and 2, because it has a straightaway near the end and a U-turn at the end of that straightaway, which that can be used for testing speed and just the drift, and there's also a figure 8 which can also be good for testing drift and mini turbo, and there are also cones on the tracks to test the weight stat, and there's also a shortcut in the beginning which is very useful for online play, so we can see how well it does with that. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I just got off from watching Ark's VOD from his most recent stream, revealing what the next modded vehicle was. And since I'm on the PAL version, it would have a different name than what he said. So if I go to Birdo, and go all the way down, the B-Mach 2, or the Sprinter as it's known in NTSC and other regions, yeah, he buffed this, and he said to go into automatics, and I've already watched the first race, so I know already what's happening, but this is going to be an interesting one. So I think that what he did is to try and make this more like an actual... Oh, okay, I see what he did. He's trying to make this more of an actual... Make this more of an actual car, like an actual F1 car. So it's really hard to control. And he said that this is then the base speed of this is faster than the than a star, which is really interesting. But I'm having a real hard time. Like, look at this on the track. Just you have to slow down a lot, which like in actual F1. You have to do that. Now, I'm not really one to watch those sort of things, but that's like a 40-second lap and I just bonked into a lot of things, so I could probably do that, and then I can just do the shroomless. I have to nosedive there just so that all that can happen. Remember, this is on automatic, so I have no mini turbo at all, so I have to keep breaking off on the drift. And the cones, they stand no chance. This vehicle is just really hard to control. Like an actual F1 car. So, if you do it too tightly, then, oh no, the vehicle's not gonna work. You have to think about the arcs and everything in the vehicle. Which I think is a really interesting way to play the game, and it's... Again, with most of the vehicles in this mod pack, if like a certain amount of people, just get really good at this is gonna be like a running vehicle. They can just run. Up in the front, he did a really good job, trying to make this feel like an actual car. Because the B-Mach 2 does look like an actual car. And this is just only my first race, so this is very awkward for me to use, since I'm still getting used to the handling and everything. And acceleration is pretty good as well, because if you're not used to it and you just stop like that, you need to accelerate really good. And if you don't really play Mario Kart Wii that often, when you get hit by an item or something like that, most people like to do a standstill mini turbo, like they'll just do one like this, and then wow, they're back up to top speed. But with this vehicle, you can just accelerate like they would do it in like actual racing, but it's not like they're gonna get hit by a banana peel on the track. I just really want to show you again how fast it actually is. I mean, I think this is like faster than this is faster than any vehicle in the base game. But I don't think that people can take this and get you know, in the mod only and get like time, beat the BKTs or the best known times. And I haven't even used the mushroom, so I just used them all here. And now it's me just screwing around. And like my best time on this track on this save file was like a 140, and that was just to get the me character B. This isn't my base Wii that I had as a child. My base Wii's out there, but I'm gonna do this again. You know, it's just so I can get a little bit more used to it. And in comparison to all the other vehicles, like the Wario bike and the shooting star, like that he's also done, which you can go to his channel to see what he's done on those. This seems like one of the better vehicles, and definitely better than the the cheap charger, which he has done, but he hasn't made a video on them. Which is also another one of the reasons why I'm making these, is because for the first two he made like videos for them, but for all the other ones he hasn't made a video on them. I feel like he's gonna make a video on this one because it's such a gimmick. It's so good. But I feel like that this mod is something like I call it as like a separate, like non-taken serious, you know, side thing. Not like actual Mario Kart Wii events or even like Mogi or even in the leagues, but just like something that you can just bust out. Like most people in the Mario Kart community will just have and be like, hey, do you want to play some Mario Kart Wii 6.5? Like, yeah, that'd be cool. I want to test this out on like a track that looks like an F1 track, and I can only think of like one track in the game that looks like that, and that's Mario Raceway. So I'm gonna try that in this specific example because of just the entire theory of this vehicle. So Ark definitely did a really great job making this vehicle and making it work how it does. Alright, I was top 3. See, I'm getting closer to that time, but I'll just meet you out on N64. Like, definitely for this vehicle, like things with ramps and stuff like that aren't gonna be good, because as you saw on Daisy Circuit, oh wow, I see why I thought to go into here. This is just basically just an F1 track. This is just so cool. And if you're not like me and play like normal racing games, yeah, this vehicle is gonna be like really good for you to just get into the game with. Oh, that was not good. But as I was saying at the beginning of the 38 seconds, okay. Don't know what you should be getting, but again, you know, tracks with ramps aren't gonna be really good. As you can see, as you saw in Daisy Circuit, I got launched up like really high. So this is why this is gonna be like one of the best tracks for this. And like, what's it? In the Lightning Cup, RMC3, that's also gonna be like a really good track, because that just has no ramps at all. Oh, see, if you go for ramp, since you have such high speed, it's just wow, you just go super far. You really need to know how to control all of this power to really be able to play this vehicle. And even, but like, I mean, this is like the most technical vehicle, other than the cheap charger, which you have to go check out the VODs for those on his Twitch and just see what that was all like. You know, I could probably show it now, but that'll make this video just so weird. I'm holding far right and far left. And this is just smoothing on the track. I want to see, like... Okay, I'm gonna give the challenge to the people in the Discord that's watching. See what the best time you can get on this track, and see if you can actually beat the BKT. Like, just get used to it, and see if you can beat the BKT with this. And I'm just using Birdo because I like Birdo, but... I use Daisy because Daisy is the best, like, midway character, but... This is just so interesting. You know, I'll use Daisy for this one, but... Like, I mean, look at that speed stat. Like the spear. Is it the spear or the jet set that has the highest, base speed? If you look at the spear, like, I mean, that's nearly the exact same thing. And the jet set, or the aero glider as it is in power, but the jet setter has more. If you go back to, I picked better by accident, but if you look at that, that's like a lot. Again, it's higher than, it's not 120 AKMH, it's like 114. I can't remember, but I know that it's higher than a star. And that's crazy. So, for the last track I'm going to test out, I'm going to go into SNES Mario Circuit 3. Which previously for the Shooting Star, which had really high mini turbo, this was, for the first release of it, you could beat the world record by using that. But I'm just going to see how well I can do with this. You know, taking corners, like, really, it does require a lot of effort. Because it really does tap into the whole theory. So, and if you know the theory of, like, F1 racing, you're really gonna, like, do well with this vehicle. I know I've said it just a bunch of times, but you really are. And I don't have a speed, like in the bottom right hand corner showing my speed, because this is through Revolution and not through CTGP. So, I won't be able to tell you, like, the exact AKMH, but you can just watch VOD, or his video that he might release for it. Because the reason that he said that he hasn't made a video for the other ones is because it's, like, they don't really have a gimmick, something to explain, they're just better. Like, that's just like normal flame runner speed, I think, through there, or like a little bit slower. Like, this vehicle is going to be really interesting. I can't wait for its meta to be evolved. Looking through just the entire, okay, that was weird. My game throws, that was weird. I still kept driving. I mean, look at this through its off-road. I don't know how good its off-road is, but it must be pretty decent. This is just crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know how to end this, but that's it. 143, 3.311, while playing bad. Didn't even get into all of that, but you can see up the top the twinkle star. Yeah, that's crazy. So, I'd like to thank everyone again for watching, and to Ark, please, thank you for giving me the opportunity to give my response. So hopefully you watched it, and thank you for everyone that's stuck to the end. I'll probably have like a subscribe thing. So do the YouTube stuff. Subscribe, like, subscribe, and be a loving fan who likes and subscribes. I'll see you next time.